Hi Aamir. This was a tricky video for me. I could have took the easy route and given you a minor tweak in your technique, or I can tackle what I think are two big areas that are holding you back. I obviously don't know you and I've only watched 10, 12, 15 balls, but I feel like you're one of those guys that has all the talent in the world and yet isn't scoring as many runs as he should. The good news is I think that we can help to change that. I'm going to look at two things in respect to that. So firstly, your mindset, and secondly, how you practice. And let me show you what I mean. When I watch you bat, I think you look really good. I mean, technically, very sound. You play some ridiculous shots in this. I'm just going to pause it here. And when we talk about mindset, I'm very interested in what you're thinking now. You've got angry with yourself. I mean, you're not out. You just pushed that ball for no runs, probably to mid-on. And in this practice, same ball comes down. What's going to happen now? I mean, that is actually a ridiculous shot. Let's take it back. So let's not take away from the fact that is a brilliant shot, but you're in your back garden and you've hit a bad shot, and the next one you've tried to whack out of the park. Now, I'm sure it's not only me, but if I was playing against you, I'd be playing on that, and I'd be goading you into that to making poor decisions. Again, push one. You're not happy with that one. What happens now? Okay, you launch the next ball. And again, it's a wonderful shot. Some of these shots are brilliant. And this is what I mean about your talent. I think you have lots of talent, but I'm not sure it's going to be used in the right way, because if you're getting frustrated in the nets, you're going to get frustrated in the game, and players are going to exploit that. The second thing I want to talk about is the way you practice. You've set it up here and you're facing the same ball and you're playing a range of shots. So if we take that out into the middle, by the way, this was a brilliant shot. Down the ground, you can't get much better than that. If we take that out into the middle, what are you going to do with that same delivery? Are you defending it? Are you attacking it? Your decision making is going to be mixed. And I think you probably have the tendency to make poor decisions and go for shots that perhaps aren't on based on this practice. I want you to mix up your practice a little bit, okay? And I'm going to show you how you can do that. So here we go. Your current practice is the ball comes out and you're playing a range of shots from the same length ball. Okay, there's no context. What I want you to start thinking about is what's the context you're practicing in. Okay, and that means what's the format. So for this practice, I'm going to say it's a white ball 50 overs. Bring your little white ball in here. And this is the length that I want you to set up. This is where I want the ball to bounce, and I want it to bounce up. You should be able to pull that ball away for 4. Okay, that's how you're going to set up your bowling machine for your next practice. What's the pitch like? That's our next consideration. Well, it looks like a road. It probably is pretty similar to a road. Concrete with that Astro underneath it. So good surface. Number 3, what are my scoring options? I want you to set out some cones or some areas that will give you some context around where your gaps are. Number 4, what line and length is it? Well, you're going to decide that, okay, based on where you need to hit the ball. So If you want to hit it through the red area or your partner calls out the red cones, okay, you can stay where you are. You can see that you'll be able to pull that away through the red cones. If he shouts blue, what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to change where you stand. You're going to come up the wicket and you're going to look to drive that ball from that same length. Through the grey area, what shot are you looking at there? Could be a cut shot, so you're going to have to back away, give yourself a little bit of room to be able to cut that away for 4. Through the green cones, where you're going to stand. Okay, you're going to stand there and perhaps flick it off your legs, or maybe somewhere else. And what this is going to allow you to do is build a relationship with the lengths and lines and the shots that will come with there. You're making decisions all the time. What shot should I play? Again, you'll decide based on where you're looking to hit the ball. And then finally, how do I execute that? And so you can see that there's 5 other points here that you're considering and bringing into your practice that you haven't been thinking about. You've only been focused on, can I execute this effective technique? But actually we want to bring it much more into the game. Okay, and bringing these other 5 questions into your practice will help you train those decisions. How will this work? Okay, the rules of the match are 6 balls in each set. You score a point if it goes through the designated cones. If you get 3 out of 6, you win the over. And you must alternate between attacking and defending shots. If you want to make it harder, you can make your target smaller. You can change how many you need off each over. So for example, you might need 4 out of 6, 5 out of 6, 6 out of 6 if you're really challenging yourself. And you can change the blend of whether you're attacking or defending to replicate the game scenarios. So if you were practicing at the death, you obviously wouldn't look to defend balls. You'd be looking to go into positions where you could attack every ball and still hit it through the designated areas where your partner shouted. So here are some ideas on how you can actually train your decision making, put yourself in under pressure, put yourself in game situations so you can start practicing in a way that will actually have a benefit for when you go out in the middle. Okay, have a try of that, perhaps record it, you can send it back in, but I'm hoping this will give you a bit more intensity and bring the best out of you.